I legitimately remortgaged my house to do this event.
I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough kind of the whole festival from the start of how we put it together, what it looks like afterwards, a behind the curtains look of a festival from beginning to end.
Exactly how you would build a city is how you build a festival. It looks like it's about to piss down rain, which is not great for anybody. It means that we can't work. 10,000 people up that hill. What day is it now? Day 3. Today they had to stop making it because the wind got too high, so it was actually meant to be up already. No doubt there's going to be more issues. People don't go, oh fuck, Pete Murray's on TV, I'm going to buy a ticket.
Yeah,
like,
better go down.
Yeah, about all the back of the house. So all the instruments coming through, what we call it backline. It's time for us to fuck off. Show day powered by V Energy Drinks. I also like to party. Hey Nan! Ah, it's my Nan!
Bro, we had such a fun time.
How are you, sweetheart?
What do you reckon? Favourite part is watching the people in the front row lose their minds. Because I think to myself, this is a memory they're never going to fucking forget, and I put this on for them. And that's what we do it for, honestly. This is wild to me, is that it takes us 4 full days. You saw the process of how long it takes to put together. It comes down so quick. There'll be nothing here. I legitimately remortgaged my house to do this event. We actually are real people. We're not just a poster on Facebook.
I've just pulled into Caribbean Gardens, and this site to me is super nostalgic. Growing up, I used to come here flat out, so I grew up probably about 8 or 9 years in a place called Glen Waverley, not far from here, just down the road. And I lived with my grandparents, like 4 or 5 of them. So when I was a teenager, after I got kicked out of school, I moved down and lived with my nan. And I went to another school down here, and I'd spend a lot of my misplaced youth, I guess, here. Be it buying marijuana necklaces, or buying dodgy DVDs, or coming down and nicking shit, or just buying groceries with my nan. We spent a lot of time here. And when I was younger, I always wanted to run a music festival, even before I was a promoter. Every time I'd come here, I'd be like, man, this would be the best site for a music festival. This would be the best site for a music festival. Anyway, I reckon from like 20 onwards, I used to come down to this joint once a year, and I'd chat to like the owners, and I'd pitch this festival to them like every 3 years. And they'd always sort of said no, or they wouldn't want to do exactly what I wanted to do. And then I'd done a little bit of work with them. I'd ran a food truck event here that did like 35,000 people. So I built up a bit of rapport, and I guess a bit of momentum with them. But after COVID, when they completely shut down, they shut down the market that had been here for like 50 years. Believe it or not, Moomba actually started here. I asked them one more time with one of my friends, a good friend that I grew up with in the area, Kieran Dole. I said, can we do a music festival here? And they finally said, you know what, you can have a crack at it, but it needs to be family friendly, and it needs to be an event that can run for years and years and years, and that sort of like mirrors the values that we have with Caribbean Garden. So 16 years I tried, and finally I got it over the line, and they said yes, they let us do this event, and this is our 2nd year. I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough kind of the whole festival from the start of how we put it together, what the site looks like beforehand, what it looks like on the day, what it looks like afterwards, a behind the curtains look of a festival from beginning to end, I guess. Like today's the first day of Bump In, and as I said, I've just pulled up. Let's go check it out. So we're here on site now. The fences have already started going in. That's the first thing that goes in, and then we've got the toilets too. They're not clogged in yet. The plumbers will come tomorrow, and they'll sort of start to put that in. We built from the ground up, so basically fences going first, then toilets, all the infrastructure, generators, all that sort of stuff. So we mud map it out and build it like a town, I guess. Exactly how you would build a city is how you build a festival. And then all the aesthetic stuff comes in, so like staging will be sort of last, followed by all the food trucks, rides, and all the stuff that looks pretty. That's sort of how we do it. Because this is a family-friendly event, we actually do double the amount of toilets. Normally it's 1 toilet per 100 people, but we've done 2. The reason being that because we're going to have kids and families here, we just can't afford for them to have lines. We need everything to be like super easy for them. Otherwise this festival doesn't work. So even with food trucks, we probably only need to have 16, but we've got 22. The reason being is we don't want people waiting in lines for hours and hours. Things have to be accessible. Things got to keep moving. We've got to go above and beyond. Like when you do an 18-year-old person festival, it doesn't matter as much. They're kind of willing to cop it, wait in lines and get treated a little bit shitter. When you're talking 30 to 45-year-olds, you just can't do that. They're older, they know what their money's worth, and they just demand more, which is fair enough because, you know, they're paying top dollar, so they deserve it at the same time. So basically in the middle of the site, this is going to be full of people on Saturday. So I'm going to try and stand in the exact same spot and show you guys when it's completely full. Over this way here, there's going to be carnival rides. You can probably see them in the distance already bumping in. And then there's sort of like the food trucks, and the picnic area will be at the back of this building here. Over here, we've got an FMX show that's going in, a guy called Cam Sinclair. he's put on a show over here. So basically, if you look back up the hill, you'll be able to see motorbikes doing flips and shit. This will be full of 12,000 people. And then this will be the stage. So the stage will be right here, overlooking the beautiful Dandenongs in the background. Last year we did it the other way around. This year we decided to give the punters a better view. And because it's on a slight hill, it's a little bit easier for them to like look down on, opposed to us having it up there. Here's my mate Kids.
Is that Danny Rance?
Hey Noel, baby, what's doing?
How
This is
are
my
you,
business partner Kieran that I was just talking about before. Hey JT, what'd you say? Want to buy tickets to my next rant?
Please.
This is our site manager. He's come on site today and he's going to make sure that everyone's safe for the fucking rest of the festival. Mate, everyone's here today. We've got Nev. He's the chief bar inspector / drinker.
What's happening?
This is the beginning of the festival, and I guess we're going to like hang around here and try and work out how we're going to pull this thing off.
I'll come up and step it, but you know what I mean, Kieran? Like, I don't want to come any further out into GA. North-south.
Why do you need the CCB off the side of the fence anyway?
The runway, just for all the stock and everything.
Oh, okay.
Because we're servicing everything from one reefer basically all the way along.
Okay.
Comes the Great Western Highway.
Yeah, all the suites.
So instead of doing it
all-
over there like we did last year, we're putting it over here.
There's 2 bars.
But last year we had all the reefers up behind the back of here.
There's 2. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one here is going to service VIP, suites,
Yeah.
artist compound and bar 2.
Okay, cool.
So that VIP bar is servicing the artist area.
Oh, they're doing riders.
Yeah, so Alicia's going to be using the cool room that's behind VIP bar for all of her shit.
Yeah, right.
That's also where she needs to get her ice from and everything like that. And then we've got our reefer from bar 1 going either next to it.
So update day 1, we got awesome news. The liquor license in Victoria just came through and they said that we only need 1 guard per 200. So normally you need 1 guard per 100. And why that's massive news is that our guard bill will be anywhere between $75,000 to $90,000. So we literally just halved it 3 days out, which is a massive outcome for us. And last year we had 1 incident, it was like tiny hours, and only 1 person got exited out of 10,000. So it's a massive win for us, and it's very rare that you get shit actually off your bill rather than on your bill. A little tidbit for you, it's just over there, but that's where Tones and I dance with Dance Monkey. That's where they filmed the film clip. Caribbean Rollerama, get around it. So we just packed up the truck with Ugly and Gia. My company 80 Proof is supplying some of the stock, so I'm going to drive this to site and drop this to the bar with a bunch of other promo stuff. It's alright. It sounds like your mind. I said it sounds like your mind. I'm going. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, I've got 2 of these to do. So I'm going to drop this off.
And then you come back.
Yeah, check site, and then I'll come back and do another one. Delivery driver, festival owner, vlogger, TikToker. What can't this man fucking do? Oh, that's right. You have to start this thing with keys. Old school, baby. Everyone was cracking the shit stand because I made him pack a pallet to go to Canberra for another festival we're doing for my brand G-Up called Festival of Speed, and I keep bringing stuff to him, so I keep saying, no, it's all good, wrap it. And then I keep coming down stairs because I keep finding shit and saying, can you chuck this on there? Can you chuck this on? So, yeah, he nicely called me a motherfucker. Cheers, Evan. Why are you beeping at me? What door's open? My van door's open, fuck. Seems shut to me. Take 2. You can hear that fucking annoying noise. The van reckons the door's open, but as you just saw before, I slammed that bitch. And it's still going off. Fuck off. We'll have to do a half an hour drive with this thing screaming at me that the door's not open when it is. Can't wait. How fun is this? How fun is work? Quick update. 15 minutes into Beep and Chill. We're back here, day 2. Hello Sunshine setup. Day 2 of 4. Oh, the beeping stopped. Thank fuck for a little bit because I slowed down. Oh, there it is again, guys. How awesome is that noise? I've only got to listen to that for another half an hour back, and then another half an hour here, and then another half an hour back. How lucky am I? So come through. There'll be a bit more going on today at the site, no doubt. One of my good mates, Hamo's here. He's moving toilets and they're plumbing them in and moving around a whole bunch of shit. There's a forklift on site, so we're going to get rid of some of this stock. It's not supposed to come till Thursday, but my van is getting used tomorrow to deliver stuff to clubs, so I have to do it today. So hopefully I am not met with complete disgust, but too bad. I'm going to pretend that I didn't know that it was supposed to come tomorrow. Oh, stage is going up. Check it out. Scrim's in. Oh, I didn't think that they were going to do the stage this early, to be honest. Stage in there, there's the massive generators. Fuck me, look how many people are there. Small team. 7,000 people. That's all the staging, that's the jennies, the power of the stage. That's more shit for the stage. There's a lift, I don't think we hired that. The bar's up over there in the corner. Over here, that's the bars. This is all for wiring and shit, so people don't trip over. This is CCB, what we call crowd control barrier. And that's also picket fencing. It's like better looking crowd control barrier shit. Tables, chairs, more dunnies. This is my mate Mish over here. See what these fellas up to. I reckon that's another friend of mine, Chunk. Well, it is. It's Chunko. As you can see the site slowly coming together. Like this is, as I said, day 2 of 4. But we'll be literally till the minute. Literally every single time I've done a festival, people are running around putting weights on umbrellas and shit. So to the minute of we open, there'll be people here working. So I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna drop these fucking booze. What's going on? Good, what are you guys doing?
Video.
Thank you.
I had a good laugh there. Fucking actually interesting.
Did you like
I
it?
like it, yeah.
I'm just like
I like that shit.
basically following my life around now, just fucking filming. Got to do it now. Chunko, Downey's supporting us. Day 2.
He's tapping into this point here.
So are we allowed to do that?
Where else you get it from?
I don't know. I didn't know that they gave us water, to be honest.
Oh, you got to pump the floor's got to be pumped of water.
Oh, these ones, but the other ones are self-pumped, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these ones actually fucking had to run a line, pump them all in. So pump into this point here, and it goes under.
Social media star now, is it?
Yeah, that's the aim. See where it goes. It's pretty random.
Well, you're a random dude. If
Yeah.
I haven't met one. So.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm also just like,
If people don't think you're weird, you're not being your true self.
Alright, leave that as is.
what is going on here?
Just tapping in the water.
Sorry. Illegally or legally?
Legally.
That's a win then. I've got all this.
Raiding your fucking man.
Yeah, there's all booze and shit now. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put it.
He's like, oh, they're meant to have like fresh water at the bars and down further. I was like, what are you using for that? He's like, I don't really know. I was like, oh, I'll just run a poly on there.
They just normally just do ice buckets though.
Nah, for like safety and shit, like health and safety.
So I'm on site now and I've got some stuff. I've actually got stock, so I've got to do 2 laps today. I've got to figure out where I need to put this stock. So do I call Nev or?
Yeah.
And then I can probably bring Scrim this Arvo. I can bring the umbrellas. I'm still trying to get onto the guy, so I reckon there's a high chance it could be Friday that I get the umbrellas.
That's okay. And is the screen just ugly screen, or do you have other?
I've just got ugly Scrim. I don't have any other Scrim.
That's okay. And yeah, just the boards are almost here. So just hold that and then work out.
Yeah, he's told me to bring it on Thursday, but I can't. So I was just like, oh, I'll just drop it off at 10 and ask for forgiveness. Nah. Yo, what's going on?
I have to check in with JT for that, man.
Okay, I can see. Say again.
Might have to check in with JT.
Alright, I'll find him. I'll get his number.
Yeah, just because I don't know where he's got other stuff going, so I don't want to put him somewhere and then have to move him.
I'll chat with him. Like worst case scenario, I can bring him back tomorrow afternoon. Ideally, I don't want to, only because this is water and other stock. But I'll chat with him and see what we can do.
Easy, dude. Thanks, man.
Alright, man. Cheers, Ned, bye. So are they going to have the forklifts all day? You know or not? You don't know.
Hey, there's some shit around. I was in one before.
Can you steal one if I can find somewhere to put this stuff? Hey, what's up? Yo, what's going on? I'm on site. I've got some stock for the festival, water and ugly. and because we got to use our van tomorrow, so I need to drop it off. But never told me to speak to you or JT to figure out where to put it. But I need a forklift to get it out. I'll get him to get one. Wait. Oh, Mish, can you get a forklift by chance? I'll meet you over there. I just need to get these two forked out of here. Bro, I didn't smash it. Oh, fuck if I know. We're like, it gets smashed all the time.
Was it a brand new van?
Yeah. There's another spot up here. The whole top of it's dented and scratched. Harry, the high-rise boys over there having a lunch break. It's not unusual to see those sort of blokes slacking off, to be honest. It's way better viewing, but see how it goes. Because people whinging last time about having them look uphill. But we wanted it because we wanted the photos of the dandelions.
Yeah.
And then now this year we're like, well, let's give the people what they want.
Yeah. Put it in, turn it on, pump it full fucking dry
Make it
ice,
cold
chill it
as.
down, and then pull them out and they're fucking cold.
That's a mad idea. How could you make that?
Easy.
Kids doggy now. Where's Spesh?
I don't know.
Oh.
Log it. Let's go.
My vlogger boy. Yeah, bro. We'll park up over here. This is the electrician, another one of my mates. When you do these festivals, unfortunately, you make fuck all money for like 3 to 5 years, so you got to rely on your friends to help you out. It's not as glamorous as what you might think. Everyone's shopping you out, because otherwise, the show does not go on. What's going on?
Zinc cables, so they get this for the stage, these two big ones.
Yeah.
And I've
So
got-
what? These two just power just the stage.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if one's the backup and one's. No, it wouldn't be.
Well, the sound system probably in the lighting, right? To be fair, like they're going to be pulling the most amount of current out of anything in this whole festival.
Easy, they're 200. These are 200.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pick up some more stock and come back. So I'll see you soon. How are you here for ages or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully this stuff comes. There's only two have come so far. Nothing else is here.
Yeah. What are you putting the reefers in too? Is that you?
Well, we'll get power to them once they come in. I don't know where. I know
They're
where
supposed to
they're
be
going.
coming today.
Are they?
Where are they going? Do you know? Over there.
Yeah, one's. Yeah, I got the map. Oh, it's in my car. Yeah,
Doesn't
one's
matter,
here.
okay.
One's sort of.
Only because I'm putting stock there because I wasn't supposed to bring stock today, but I've decided I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's one up here. There'll be one over here. This is like the bar 1 and VIP.
Yeah.
And then bar 2 is.
Yeah. Cool. It's a better setup this year, eh?
I think so.
I'll see you in half an hour, 40 minutes. It's a weird one, vlogging your friends. This is the first of the first, I guess. No one really does this shit. It's awkward for me, but I feel like it's just as equally awkward for them. So trying to get them to act exactly how they should is a bit weird. So this here is a ticket booth, or it'll be like a VIP room. So this here, it's a green room. So we'll drop that. It'll have like an aircon on it. It's got doors, yep. And basically the artists will go and they'll sit in there before the show. They'll have their drinks. They'll sign whatever we give them. And we have to build that. It's an expensive sort of cost at the back. So we got 3 of them this year for each artist. And there's a chick that takes care of them. She's an artist liaison. You'll meet her no doubt in the vlog. But she makes sure that they're fine, make sure that their vans come on time, make sure they're in their room, make sure they know what time they've got fucking, what time they're on. That's her job, is to keep them happy. Those rooms, I wish we didn't have to do them, but we do. Fuck yeah. Just go into normal drive, you piece of shit. There we go. Backstage is its own little piece, it's its own little ecosystem. It's just as important as the main stage. So it's kind of broken up into like bar areas is in one. Then you've got backstage, which is facilitated by a team. And then you've also got the actual full site, the front gate management. And then you're also going to have just a roaming sort of person making sure they won't do anything wrong, like with legislation, with police, or making sure everyone's happy. Also, we've got to feed everybody. That's another interesting thing. So we've got to feed all the cop heads, got to feed all the ambulance, got to feed all that staff and shit. So that's a big process in itself. I've just hit the main road, so I'm going to turn this thing off because otherwise the popo will arrest me and I won't be able to come to the festival on Saturday. We've got load 2 now. This is scrim. So scrim goes on the fence to make it look pretty. Jet bottle, we've got cups because we can't serve glass, and more water. Let's head off again. See yous! It looks like it's about to piss down rain, which is not great for anybody. Basically, if that happens, it means that we can't work. Anything with electrical or anything like that, we're not going to be able to use. Basically, one of the biggest things with these festivals, you can see as I drive around soon, you'll see there's probably about 50, 60 people on site. So labour is like what is the biggest commodity when we build these things, because you've got a small amount of time, a small window frame with a whole bunch of people that need to build shit. So at the moment we've got the toilets going, we've got all the marquee guys going, the crowd control guys going, the sound guys going, the staging guys going, the toilet guys going, the electricians going, the list goes on. Even the carnies are building shit as we talk. So there's so many people on this site right now trying to get this together for day 3 and 4, because we've only got 2.5 days to go, and if we don't get it done then the show doesn't go on. So if the rain comes, all it does is cut out labour hours, which means that we're going to have to work longer days. So basically that's how it all works out. And hopefully it doesn't piss down, or if it does, it's only for a little bit, because everything gets more difficult. Trucks start getting stuck in the mud, So fingers crossed it just rains for a little bit and it just brings the grass back so it's less dry and it becomes a positive, not a negative. I'm actually surprised by how far along we are. Normally by this day, stuff like staging shit's not getting built till the Thursday. So it's kind of good to see, but there's a lot more to go. They've still got to build all the risers, the platforms. There's all like the sound decks at the back that's going to hold all the instruments. They're going to put the sound in, they're going to put the lighting in, they're going to test it. They've got testing hours too, like they can only test sort of before 10 p.m. So on Friday night, they're going to have to test the sound, make sure it's all good for sound check. And then there's a small window for sound check. So there's not a lot of room for mistakes. Really with anything when you're running a festival, you effectively got 3 days to build a city, and if everything fucks up, you just got to keep working. So it's not unusual that half the guys that are on this site will be here till like 10, 11 p.m. at night, sometimes even more. And guys who are site managers and are working every day, they'll basically live here. Like they'll leave home at midnight, get back here at fucking crack of dawn to make sure everything's working. And that's the same as festival day. What's going on, boys? Do you want some scrim? That's what I was about to ask.
What is it? What's going on?
It's ugly, so it's like an alcohol brand that we've got here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to drop it in different spots for you guys. Like, where would you... I'll put some behind the bars here, and then I was just going to drop it in, like, random spots.
Up there, like, just where all the scrim is on the ground at the, like, main entrance there.
Yeah, okay, cool. So just chuck it all there? Yeah, easy. All right, done. Am I the only one here that works, or what? There's the marquee boys I was referring to, without their tops off. There's a couple of real muscly ones, but MK Plumbing, for whatever reason, they don't have their tops off. They've actually got fucking rash vests on underneath their polo tops, and it's 31 degrees. I don't know what they're trying to hide. More fucking toilets. So many toilets. As I said yesterday, they're the most important thing probably at a festival. Bit of scrim. That's what I'm dropping now. So I'm dropping scrim around the place to like make the place look better, I guess. This is all the signage. This is how much signage we need. So it's like GN entry, medical, this way, that way, left, right, blah, blah, blah. There's actually a whole bunch at my house too, but this is something that we try to keep. It's relatively expensive, to be honest, first year. And then you get to save the money on it. This here too is like more scrim. Looks pretty shit, this scrim, but there's sort of flags and whatnot. And then we've got, again, more scrim, but we also have like our staging drape stuff, which we paid for last year, that we're going to reuse again on our main stage, which will be the last thing to go in. What have we got in there? Bunting. All that scrim stuff there, those boys will literally take them 2 days to get all out. I shit you not, it's such fucking a labour intensive job. What's going on, bro? Yeah, good, you? Legal reasons, I'm just explaining that I'm actually on private property while I'm driving around without a seatbelt on. I wouldn't do this on the road because that is illegal and very, very naughty. Area here is like where all the food trucks and stuff will go. So these guys are putting in like lights and power and making sure that the seats are all good. They're painting them up to make them look nice. I don't know they're going to do that, but that's a nice little touch. So that fella there, who's I just found out, I saw it before, I gave him a different name, so I'll cut that bit out, but they're from a company called Prestige Events. And he hit me up on TikTok, would you believe it? And he got the job, and now he's working for his young fella. Him and his brother have a bunch of marquees and all kinds of shit, and I put him in an email with my partner Kiz, and he must have won the job, and he's now doing it, which is fucking awesome. It's good to see this sort of connects through social media. And it also shows anybody else out there too, like messaging someone, cold messaging someone, which is all he did, saying, hey, can I quote on this job? And look, he just landed himself a festival, and I know he's doing a bunch of stuff with the Untitled guys too, so look at him go. Young fella, got a little bit of drive, a little bit of go in him, and fucking he's dominating. Love to see it, we love to see it. Are they your reefers?
Yeah, man.
I was literally just walking over before thinking, fuck, that I thought that was the reefer over there, the small one.
Nah.
And I was like, hey, what are we going to fit in there? Oh, that's your ice ridge.
That's just for that bar and the artist area.
Yeah.
And then there's one for there, one for the bar over there.
Cool. These are the reefers I was talking about before. I was wrong. The other thing I was looking at was a fucking cool room. These are the big reefers. They'll hold a lot more than what that other little pissy thing was. That there is called trussing. That's what they build the stage out of. All the lights and shit hang off it. It's super important for lighting and sound and shit. You can see it up there. That whole all that stuff there is made out of it. It's basically like what we use for stage building. This is very not exciting, but I'll show you anyway. This over here is like where all the cords run through. So any form of cords throughout the whole festival will pop through here, or hoses or whatever, and it's just to protect it. So when people are driving over it, it's all right. And then second to that, that the wires don't get broken, because if the wires get broken and everything turns off, then we are fucked. Who's asking? I feel like it feels like we're ahead. Are we ahead?
Yeah, I was saying this earlier. I feel less like.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at the stage. I'm like, oh, the stage is already halfway up. Like,
Yeah.
And then it goes.
I remember.
To fucking 1,000%.
You know who's working here tomorrow?
What?
Warwick Lynch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your message up?
Nah, but I know that they were trying to get it.
Dream team's back together. You know?
Baby.
Dream team. Last time we did an event with these two fellas, Riley, all the generators went out. The whole festival went down.
See why
Did that fill you with confidence?
see why I'm like, get more generators. To be fair,
And then they actually cooked. They re-cooked backwards. So like they cooked all the food trucks. The power surge went through them and cooked all the food trucks. Said before, I'm like, I can see the event hire boys will let the top off. I don't know why, but the plumbers and electricians don't. Where we were not even this close. Like, on the Thursday, we were just starting to build the stage and shit. Or maybe the reefers and stuff were in, but
Where are they?
just here behind you.
Oh yeah. So what's that? That's just a roof for VIP.
That's just for VIP, but it's all for ice and shit like that. So this is backstage. Like I was talking about, there's these side sheds. There's way too many side sheds, and I'm not happy about that. But anyway, that's another story in itself. So each of these side sheds, the marquee here will be like an area. It'll be full of furniture and whatnot, and people can chill out in. We'll do interviews and shit in there too. And then all of these areas here, one will be for media, so like our film guys, drone guys, whatever. We'll have then all the artists like Grinspoon, Puss and Esso, Veronica's, fucking Temper Trap, whoever, they'll get access to these. And this area here will be bustling. There'll be like food options and whatnot. And then we'll have the toilets which service it. But basically this is the go-to area, and then they'll walk from here along here up to the back of the stage, and then they'll be greeted by 10,000 people up that hill. So I'll try and do the same walk next on Saturday, and we'll see what the difference between what it looks like now and what it looks like on Saturday. That's day 2 over and done with. Back tomorrow for day 3, and then there's the one final day, and then it's show day. Day 4 on site. I'm a little bit late this time because I had other work to do, had other spot fires to put out. So I've just pulled up. I've got some shit in the van again to drop off, set up. It's now like 6 p.m. I dare say there'll be people here like 10 p.m. Probably like 40, 50 people on site. We've had a couple of little dramas. One was the measurements were wrong for the FMX area. So we figured out how to make it bigger, and that's all sorted now. Second to that, we've had some issues with generators because there was floods in Melbourne. So we had to use a bunch of different ones, and they've all got different connections and shit. But I'm pretty sure we sorted that now too. Other than that, all in all, not too much going wrong at the moment. So, which is unusual.
Have you fucking hit the van again since yesterday, or is that
Yeah.
the same gym?
Same thing, bro.
Prove it.
Just looks like fucking
Here's
worse.
Oh, she's filming it.
I'm filming it, yeah.
Don't say anything bad. Say anyway.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I've only got one actual lead that'll work for it. The client's just expanded their scope. Ask him if he can get by with, like, in terms of single phase 10 amp outlets.
What are you saying?
One of the person who's running the shaft I spoke to Danny.
Sick. Where have you had them set up before?
At Grapevine Festival. I just thought there was going to be heaps more dramas, but there's been a couple, but nothing major. Like there was this one here, over here, I don't know if they told you about it.
What's that?
Do you want to move the shed back?
No, like because they only had 40 metres for the FMX, and then they're like, oh fuck, we need to have 80 because it was wrong. And like, there's only 76 metres here. I'm like, surely that's not going to be an issue. So I called up Cam Sinclair and I was just like, hey, there's only 76 metres, is that alright? And they're like, Yeah, I was like, oh, that's right. So that was sorted. So that was crossed as very this
They
morning.
were trying to move the fence and she...
They did move it because they needed it for exit points. But then they're like, oh, you can't change the exit points. And Kieran's like, just fucking change the exit points. Like,
Fuck, they're the ones we can't have. That's what we've already got.
So they're the 60 somethings.
so what? He's not the solution then?
Well, yeah, stop clenching the
I'm not fencing, bro.
Yeah, I was unconscious. Yeah.
There you go, clenching.
Grow up, bro.
Welcome.
Are these good for you or not?
Yeah. Hey, man.
We've worked it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
they're
them.
the 63, aren't they? The big ones.
It tastes like they're covered in sugar.
They are.
They are covered in sugar. Oh, that's
Sweet
why
and buttery.
that's why they're good.
Was the tent there last year?
Yeah, it always is. Has to be.
Seems like it blocks a lot of view.
It does, yeah. Every year, bro. Every year people are like, oh, can you move the tent this year? It's like we purposely put the tent there. You have to have it. It's front of house. Like you have no option.
Put it back further.
No, they don't. You have to have it there. Like it's all measured out properly, so there's no option. But every year people are
Well, Jai reckons
they get real angry about it. That's what I'm talking about. The front of house there, which is where the sound technicians listen to the sound to make sure that everything's all right, so everyone here can listen to it as best it possibly can be. But everyone cracks the shits because the tent's in the middle of the viewing platform. But unfortunately, from my understanding, there's no other way around it when you're working with bands and stuff like that. This is the bar area. It's been built now. That's new. That's CCB shit. So crowd control barrier scrim looks cool as. I paid it out yesterday. I probably shouldn't have. These here are like the VIP booth areas. That's the VIP area over there. So VIP area comes with like a toilet, more umbrellas, seating, standing. It's got its own bar and shit. Over here is the premium lawn seating, so you pay money to like guarantee a spot basically in the best spot in the house. That's the most expensive ticket that we have. This is here is like another sound stack, so we call these delays. So effectively there's speakers up here like stacks they have, and then that throws the sound to here, and then we have these here which are delays, which play about a second later. So that throws the music back over here just as loud as front of stage, but it's about a second delayed so that you can hear the music just as well. Here's Kid's dog. So it's all coming together. It's a little bit more done than last year. No doubt there's going to be more issues. At the moment there's just the electricity one. The one that I thought was sorted is not sorted, so we're restarting again.
When the motocross is on, I'll fucking take the photographers up in the
boom lift, fuck
scissor
yeah.
left and have them out the back there. I reckon that'd be great.
That'd be mad.
Get some fucking good shots from up there.
Oh, with all the crowd looking over it
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, done. There's I reckon there might be a chance, I shouldn't say this, but they might not get up because the winds are going to be 30k, and there's like if the wind's bad here, which it was yesterday,
Yeah.
they won't go up.
Yeah, right.
So we have like 9 generators on site at the moment. These would have been turned on already. They probably are locked, but we'll check anyway. And they should be full of piss. Yeah, they're locked. So that'll be full of booze cooling down. Takes 48 hours for the booze to cool down. That's the promoter diet if you've ever seen it. It's a Red Bull to Siggy. He wouldn't have eaten anything for 3 days.
It's like 5k today.
Yeah, it's still early.
Just yeah, true. Well, yeah, we got 10.5 last night, so
Yeah, we should do that again.
yeah. So I've just got all the artist pages running in conversion campaign now with the hyper audience that's been getting all the sales, and then I've just got a traffic ad pumping $200 a day into the area. With like the flyer this Saturday, blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then I've got a video view campaign which has every audience, all the artists, everything, just running the promo video everywhere.
Cool. We'll see it. Like if we can do 10 today, which would be awesome, which is obviously probably a bit of a stretch, but we'll see how it goes.
It's possible. Could do another 5 still. I mean, we did it last night after this time, so
Yeah, just
possible.
we're still at 2.5 days, so it's good.
Yeah. Even again, I guess it's probably too hard to do things any earlier, but like seeing, Pete Murray today obviously made no real
Nah, so
impact,
that
you know what I mean?
unfortunately it never does, bro. Like that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I always it's just PR, yeah. Like they got to go on the radio, they got to go on TV, they do all this stuff. It's like it's more so solidifying the brand everywhere, like elsewhere,
Yeah.
and then also just adding the reputation. Because if you're talking about it at your festival on TV, it looks good. So it's just for us to share, you know. Like
Well, to be fair, I did have a few people mention it, but
all it does is
yeah.
it's just a brand building exercise, that stuff.
yeah, that's it.
But people don't go, oh fuck, Pete Murray's on TV, I'm going to buy a ticket.
Yeah,
Like
better go down.
yeah, it's just more so that if you're going, you're like.
If it did.
Yeah, and just it makes you look like a bit of a bigger deal. I just found a new feature that makes me look less fat in the head. So this is the stage. Yesterday they had to stop making it because the wind got too high. So it was actually meant to be up already. They're still working on it now. can see how big it is. Walk around it. So that's the main stage where the artist will perform. You can sort of see there. And then this is what I was talking about yesterday about the backspace. So the backspace is as big. There's no stairs up there yet. We'll see if we can see it. But all this backspace here underneath these marquees is just literally instruments. So it's back of house. So you can see all that there. All that there. All of that. If you can see it. Sorry. All of that is where the instruments and shit go. So back of house. So there'll be roadies, like road guys, running around. I don't even know what roadie is short for, to be honest, but they're running around making sure the instruments are plugged in. So they've got like 20 minutes packed down. So every time an artist goes, there'll be another artist that comes out and they'll play. For this weekend, it's the guys called the Rockefellers. They've got 20 minutes to entertain the crowd while the roadies switch everything over, all the equipment and whatnot. And then it all goes to the back of the stage where it sits all the whole time, and they know exactly what needs to go in. So every single artist has specific rider or the instrument rider where it's all going to be set up, and they've got 20 minutes to pull it all off. It's a bit of a fucking hectic job. We don't really talk to those guys that much because they're too busy. They don't want to talk to us. They're just doing their job. That's probably the most strenuous job on the site on the day is those guys, because they can't fuck it up. And they've also got backups. They've got all kinds of shit, but it's a really important job, obviously, for the show to go completely normal. But on top of that, it's like these guys, they're a different breed. Like, you've got to be a certain type of person to do that, and your attention to detail is going to be unbelievable. So it's all coming together. Underneath here, that's all the supports and shit. We make it high as we possibly can so that people can see as far back as possible. So I'm looking forward to it, getting excited now. What day is it now? Day 3. So we got one more day and then show day morning, which is just as busy as, probably the busiest day in the morning. And then show's on. Oh, are you going to get those lights or what? Pathetic. 7 p.m. and I'm grabbing umbrellas out. I should probably preface that. You'll notice that festivals that have been running for 3 to 4 years, the promoters don't actually do labour. So my partner Kiz is still on site and we're running around doing fucking odd jobs. And the reason why is that it takes 3 to 5 years to make money from a festival. So our labour is just as important, free, as anybody else, because we're just trying to get this thing off the fucking ground. Like any business, it takes a few years to get it going. So we got to dig in. Our families and shit accept it, thank God for us. And we're going to do all these shitty little jobs because we're not making money yet. But the day we do, I'll tell you this for free. I will not be putting umbrellas into tables. The bins are in. The bins came in probably yesterday. I saw them come in. But that's another thing too, is like the bins, right? We get these massive skip bins that hold tons and tons of rubbish. You would never guess, but at these festivals, all the rubbish is like, it's fucking multiple giant skip bins. Not like the little ones out in front of your house. I'm talking these things like 5-6 times the size. And we got to pay to hire the skip bins, which is the cheap bit. We got to pay for people to clean them up and chuck them in all the rubbish in the skip bins. And then the third part is we got to pay to get rid of all the rubbish. So that's actually an expensive part. And that's another one of those behind the scenes costs that you don't really think about. What do you call it?
Showman.
So apparently carnies don't like being called carnies. What's the legals? Wait, where?
It's a showman.
The showmen are doing a good job out there. The show will go on. The greatest showman. Is that Hugh Jackman? On that, it's not just all about making cash or losing cash. There's a bit of camaraderie ship when you're on the site. It's fun. Everyone's having a laugh. Everyone's trying to figure out solutions. What? And it's fun. I reckon even if I was making bulk cash, I'd probably do it. And then, I mean, I'd rather be here mucking around having a laugh than at home wigging out about if things are going right. So there's a lot of guys we work with that don't go to festivals, but there's guys that do like it and enjoy it, and I think it's fun. It's sort of like, reminds me of like a sports team. Generator power boxes. So all these here are like hubs. So I'm guessing this one's for market stalls or something. I don't know. The boys over there, they've just moved another generator. They've got these power boxes and these cords and whatnot to run 22 food trucks or something like that. So everything needs power. That's what I was saying in the first day. We've got to build a giant city. So we have generators scattered everywhere, all different zones. All those zones need power, all those zones need water. They all need infrastructure like a town. And what we call these areas when we've come to them, we call them green sites. And a green site basically means that there's no power, there's no water. So every time you go to a festival, majority of them are on a green site, which again means no power, no water. So you've got to bring in all the power, you've got to bring in all the water, you've got to bring in all the infrastructure. It's one of those things, like if you could find a green site that did have power and water, that would be great, but it wouldn't look as good probably. So there is a few, like places like Cinema Music Bowl and Flemington and shit, and that's why there's so many festivals and events at them. That's why when you see like a mad location, you're like, fuck, that'd be sick for a festival. The reason why people won't do it, unless it's like the best spot ever, is because it costs so much money to bring all the infrastructure in. So if they have power and water, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars off your bill. So I'm gonna try and sneak past the old showman or whatever the political correct term is these days. These guys basically live over summer. They live site to site. So they come from like real random areas because they need a lot of space to store this stuff in winter when they're not working. So they basically live in caravans. That one you can see is done up. It's even got a little bit of a feng shui at the front of it. So these guys here came from one event on Sunday and they were here on Monday, and they stay here until Monday, and then they'll do the same thing. So they'll move these rides to the next event and they'll just continue to move on until summer's done. More hidden costs that people don't know about. These are all the fire extinguishers. We have to have these by law. They're about $150 a pop. And the other thing too, we have this thing called contingency, right? So contingency is basically for fuck-ups. Last year, this power leads here, we had a food truck drive through it, so we had to fix that. And then on top of that, we had footpaths along here because cars are driving on them, cracked. So we got to pay that cost. And it's something you can't guess until after. So when you hand back the venue, they come back and say, hey, you fucked X, Y, and Z. You owe us this much money. We put a thing called contingency in there, which is effectively a nice and fancy word for fuck-ups. And that's not just for this. Like already we've had stuff with generators. I've got to go pick up a power box soon. That goes into contingency. We didn't get enough festoon lighting, so I've got to buy more of that. That goes into contingency. We might need things like cable ties. We might need fucking rope. We might need more water. We might need whatever. So we have the contingency, and it's normally about 5 to 10% that you put on top of your budget for mistakes that someone hasn't accounted for, or things that go wrong that's out of your control. Another big one is insurance. We pay a lot for insurance, public liability. We have to obviously have heaps of that because if someone does hurt themselves on-site building or on the actual event, we get sued, then public liability takes care of that. There's all kinds of different things you can do. You can also do weather in there too, which means that if we get a really bad washout, they'll cover our costs so that we don't lose money. But again, that costs a fuckload of cash. It's not cheap. It's like $30,000, $40,000 to insure yourself in case something happens.
We're only using it for the one day. Can you drop it off tomorrow? And then you pick it up Monday. Is that one day? And he's like, oh yeah.
Day 3. I'm about to go pick up some festoon lighting to drop off tomorrow morning, and I've got to go pick up a power box, and then we'll come tomorrow, and then it's the last day of build, or day and a half, I guess. Oh fuck, can't go through there. And we're off. So that's the end of day 3. Day 4 at 7:30 a.m. I've got to drop off some festoon lighting that I picked up last night and some electrical cords that we didn't have, so I had to pick them up. So this is the big day, the long one. Here he is, Mr. Lynch. The vlogger's here. How are you? Good to see you, bro.
How you been? You good?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Well, now you're just an entrepreneur. You don't do anything apart from vlog.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly it. No, I'm so busy. Like, I know everyone's always like, "Oh, I'm busy," but I'm like fucked up busy.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the other thing I do, which people don't know, is I do on the weekends.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I told you that, yeah. So like, effectively, because I've got so much money in this and my other festival, I need to make other income. So I basically got a part-time job.
Yeah.
So I basically work my normal job, then I do this, then now I'm doing all this vlogging stuff, which is fucking. I'm editing at night time. Like, my missus the other day, I was actually home for one night. My missus was like, "Oh, this is weird. You're like actually being at home."
Yeah. I thought some of those photos with your family. I'm like, these staged.
Yeah. But yeah, so after it's just summer. Like summer's always been like that though. Yeah. And then winter, like I'm with them all the time. So she understands it. She's been with me long enough. I guess.
No, it's good to be busy. I can't wait to sleep on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think I'll be working every day. Like this one, I just flew back from Sydney, landed, and then came
straight into it.
Fun.
That guy I was talking to was a guy called Warwick Lynch, absolute legend of a man. He used to work for me when I used to run food festivals for 5-6 years ago. We did a thing called Food Truck Carnival around Victoria. I was super successful. We did 500,000 people one summer, and he was my site manager, so he ran everything. Now I've got him back, so we've rekindled, and that's what happens in this industry. You constantly see the same people over many, many years. But Warwick this time is our safety officer, so his job on site is to make sure that nobody's doing the wrong thing, everyone's got high visors on, that everyone's safe at all times, and that also too we're abiding by cancel regulation and restrictions, so that when they come here for the Pope, that it's already going to be sorted, so we're not going to get any surprises. So that's his job. Sign people, tap it in. These are all the private booth areas now. I'm about to dress them up. So pretty exciting stuff. Always working hard or hardly working. What would you say?
Hardly working, brother.
Yeah, fucking on specialist dollar. They've got 2 extra electrical cubes. Yep. Do we take them back for 280 a pop, or do we keep them spare in case?
No, 280 total.
Oh, 280 total. Oh, maybe just keep them spare. Yeah, just keep them spare.
Hey, Spesh.
Yeah.
We swapped over that generator.
Yeah, sweet. That's alright. I want me to turn it back on, or are you good?
You can connect it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, easy.
Chopper's moved all the toilets, and the generator's where it should be, and then we'll go check on the other one, and then we'll connect it up, and then make sure it all works, and then happy days.
Oh, I'll come there, thanks.
I see Payne's coming for the big jobs. He's coming to help me get hot dogs, sausages.
Yes.
He's the professional cooker. I mean chef. So here, mate. Hi, kiddos. We're going to get sausages.
I spoke to everyone.
Okay, we'll be back in like 10-15 minutes.
Where are you going?
Just the Woolworths. Hey, ants! See you, girls. Snags have been purchased. Heading back to camp. Budget cuts this year. Last year we had pizza, but unfortunately, times are tight. So.
Briefing you, really?
Yeah, this is the furniture.
Alright, so 2, they've got left and right underneath them.
Oh, man.
But it should just be all those anyway.
So 2 couches, how many tables?
2 coffee tables, so 1 in each.
Per site? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, 1 in each.
Hello.
So hi. What are you doing?
I gotta see Piper.
So up here is the stage upstairs. I might get in trouble for this. Huh? Don't run up here, kiddos. There's too many calls. I'm not going to go through. This is the next Taylor Swift coming right up. How do you feel on the big stage? Comfortable or not? Yeah. And this is what I was saying yesterday about all the back of the house. So all the instruments coming through, what we call it backline. So this is all the artist instruments. Don't go through there, guys. Also to extra instruments, extra chords, whatever. So this whole area literally is called the backline, but it's all instruments for different bands and whatnot. And over here you've got that's all the sound desks for the lighting, all that sort of stuff. And then for the sound on the side. So what's actually interesting is that when people play, you can't hear them because they have a thing called in-ears. So as the artists are playing, if you stand inside a stage, which you'll hear tomorrow, you can't really hear the artist. You've got to be in front of the speakers to hear them. So legitimately you'll hear people talking, the sound guys and the lighting guys and the rigging guys, you hear them talking between one another on the stage. So it's fucking weird. You'll see people roaring and screaming at the artist and you can't hear it, and all you can hear is people going, okay, red light's on, green light's on. That wasn't the case back in the day. They used to have, we used to have booth monitors, so legitimately the artists would just get smashed with sound from the bottom of the stage up to them. But now everyone's got in-ears in so they can hear them. There's timing, there's metronomes, all kinds of shit in there. It makes the performance way, way better and easier. But basically, I don't know, it makes side of stage or backstage not as exciting. So it's 9:30, we're still here. We're mucking around with Scrim. We're gonna move some fencing and stuff because we think that one of the areas is too big. And we're waiting for sound check. So when sound check hits, it's time for us to fuck off. We're gonna sit back, have a beer, and enjoy the show. And if everything's good, we're gonna fuck off. This is actually my favourite part of running a festival, is the last part when you're like the last person on site and you celebrate. You smash cans with your friends and you wait till tomorrow and see what craziness is about to be bestowed on you. Show day powered by V Energy Drinks. It's 7 AM, heading over there now. I'm gonna move some stuff. So all the signage is out for today. Traffic management is like a massive thing. Also another decent sized cost, well not decent, big cost. We have to have this as a part of the permit. So with the police and whatnot, we block the roads. Like there's gonna be fucking traffic all through here and it's gonna be banked up. And the coppers make us have traffic management, which means that we have the best chance of not blocking the roads too much. So these guys are out now this morning building the traffic management plan. It's another hidden cost that we have to pay, but we can't get the permits without it. So there's this thing, right, called stakeholders. So stakeholders is not owners of the company. What it is like police, ambulance, fire, council. And we call them stakeholders because they're the people who are basically allow the project to go forward. So if we get the tick off from all them, then we can move forward. So there's a guy, Dave, who you would have met yesterday. He deals with them directly. So there's multiple people that are involved to sort of allow us to do this. And then they give us stipulations, which is such as like traffic management. It's also like how many people we can have on site, how many tours we have to have. There's a whole bunch of rules. There's like, it's really extensive. And then someone comes in today, they're going to come in and check that all those rules are being abided by and they're going to be a representative of the council, police, ambulance, and this guy will work with them, Dave. And then if everything's all good, we get the sign off. They'll literally give us the permit an hour or two beforehand. And once we get that permit, which is called a POPE permit, we can run, we can move forward. But without that permit, we cannot run. So I've not seen it ever happen. It's always the same thing, right? It's super nail biting. But basically, you could. Like if you had so many things wrong, we have another one, which is the safety officer. The safety officer, he works all week to make sure that we're working within those stipulations. His basically job is to break everyone's balls so that when the people come to do the permit, there's no mistakes. Everything from like weights on umbrellas, like that's how small it goes down to. So they'll walk around and anything that sort of has like a flag has to have a certain amount of weight. There's like an actual, there's actually a precise amount of weight that's got to go on every corner of a marquee. So they'll go through and check all of it. It'll take an hour and a half. They'll walk through our whole site to do that. And if one thing's wrong, we've got to fix it. We've got to fix it on the spot. And then eventually when there's nothing else wrong, they will give us the permit. But we could have built all this, spent 4 days building this, and then the permit doesn't go through. And if the permit doesn't go through, we are fucked. We can't run. This is the man himself, the guy I was talking about just then, the safety officer. So he has to make sure that everything is safe, because otherwise we don't get the POPE.
Don't put this face on here.
So he's one of the guys. His job is legitimately to make sure that we are abiding by council standards with weights, with measurements, with exits, with all that sort of stuff, so that when the guy comes, it's quick and painless. We can get this POPE into our pocket so that we can run this event. So the site's looking Mickey Mouse. Bar, FMX at the back there, toilets, well, one block of toilets. Stage, obviously, that white shit there is the front of the house. The VIP area is over here. These are delay towers that I talked about the other day. Another bar to service this area. At the back there's all the food trucks. They'll be bumping them in now. We've got market stalls over there, merch over there. We also have corporate suites, which are these three here. People pay extra money for a good seat in the house. And then we have this area that I was talking about that I'm about to move. So this is reserved lawn seating. There's a mixture of excitement and nerves right now, but that's why we get down here early. We just run around in circles and try to keep our mind off it. But we've got about 3 hours, or 11 a.m. we do soft open, which is basically an hour with no music, so people can come down and get a spot on the grass. Weather's looking good. It was meant to rain this morning, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, thank fuck. The weather gods have blessed us. So the food truck brush is here now. I just pushed in front of the line. Oh, there's 22 food trucks to bump in, plus like 30 or 40 market stalls. So they're all individually a problem themselves, because they all want equally the amount of attention, and we have like 1 or 2 people that deal with that part. So it's a relatively extensive fucking process. They need electricity, power, water, and no doubt things won't work, and then our team will have to focus on that and make sure it does, because it's in our best interest to make sure everything works. So you can see how crazy it's getting now. There's fucking cars and vans everywhere. It's going to be difficult for me because I've got to get all these chairs out of this section and change them around. But there's probably 40, 50 cars on site right now, and they're all bumping in. So I really wish that I'd done more of it last night, but I didn't really think about this rush. So mistake I've made, I'm going to have to pay for, but it is what it is. It is what it is. This is Jack. He's the one dealing with the food truck bump in.
Okay, I think you've plenty of dramas. You're supposed to come in off Fentress Gully Road. Yeah, entrance 1 off Fentress Gully Road. If you come through there, it'll make sense.
He's going to do 500 phone calls today explaining the blatantly obvious, but fair enough to these people because they don't know what they're doing. They haven't been on site for 4 days like us. What's your dilemma?
A couple of festies.
What?
Drummies.
What's going on?
Well, so far, because you move the merch tent, you don't have
power there.
I've got power there, but the Wi-Fi, the guy said the Wi-Fi over there.
Yeah, I've seen it. I knew that yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, so it needs to go over there.
I don't know how to use one of those things.
Like, lock me out.
I'm a promoter, bro, not a fucking focus driver.
You're a fucking TikToker.
Yeah, I'm a TikToker, not a fucking focus driver.
Water.
How are we going to get Wi-Fi there?
Move the tower or something.
To where though?
I'm sure I'll have to sort it out, but man.
What about the Wi-Fi there? Like the bars are more important than the merch.
Huh?
Can't we just use what?
No, you've got 2 up there.
Oh, okay.
Because they nuts Danny Rants. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Good morning.
Morning.
Things look okay. Like there's some little bits and pieces. It's sort of one thing I didn't move enough stuff last night. I was here like 11, and I was like, I'll do it in the morning, but I forgot about all the fucking cars that are going to be here. And now it's getting more and more difficult to move shit.
So 10 o'clock. So they've got an hour and 24, right?
Yeah.
Before they're off.
Yeah. So
Well, you can drive around now.
it's still difficult. We'll get it.
Vehicles off, right? So just remember that.
10:15. Yeah, I got it. 10:15 or 10:30? Oh, 10. Okay, yeah. The merch, boys. Is Ari here? Hey! These are the fellas. How's your internet going? I'm like,
that'll all sell.
yeah, the jumpers will, yeah. I'm like, it goes to 23 and then just drops to 13. So I'm like, fucking yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year was the opposite. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We sold some, but who was going to wear it? It was so hot. The people you bump into, huh? Go up the back there and just park wherever you want. New drama. There's no power in the VIP area for 3 trucks. There's one generator that runs this bar here. Probably got to figure out how to. We don't have enough cords to run the power all the way down there. So that's an update. We'll fix it though. We've still got an hour before open. These are the diesel pumps. So there's something like 1,500 litres or some stupid like that. These generators will literally eat every single litre of that up. These bins are got to go out, eh? I'll go get some labourers to work it out. It's at the Monash right now. That's Grinspoon doing sound check over there. And they're the only ones sound checking, so for all the artists today, they're the only ones sound checking. I might pull them off because we're going to move the bins out. Oh, we can do that later.
If you want to pull them off, you can. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll pull them off. I was talking about green site, but basically this stuff here is called point of sale. Not overly exciting, but basically we have Wi-Fi. We bring Wi-Fi in for these events. If that goes down, no one can pay. The whole festival's fucked. So also really important. Over there, you can see, I'll walk past it, but that's like control center, I guess, for the bands. So they're adjusting sounds, making sure everything sounds perfect. All the lighting, you can see it's a pretty fucking extensive setup. All that gear there is controlled, so it's basically a massive control panel, really. They're testing all the levels to make sure everything sounds right. The bass is good, the treble is good, and that it's loud enough. They also control all the lighting too. All the visuals, all the lighting, all the sound is all those guys from that control panel. Fuck, now I'm yelling. It's what we call front of house is the term. So this is Alicia. Sorry, I'm filming you. She's our artist liaison. She's getting all these riders ready for all the bands to make sure that, so you can see Veronica's, there's the Wiggles, Bliss and Esso, well, more Veronica's. And so she basically makes sure that everything goes to plan. There's fruit platters, all kinds of stuff. And these are the artist rooms. They're not that snazzy, but it's where the band hangs out beforehand and they can drink and eat their rider. It's just a table, chair. They chill out here before with the crew. Before they go onto stage, they get ready, do whatever it is. Some of them do like vocal stuff, or others will do prayers, all kinds of different stuff. Every band and every group has their own little method, I guess, pre-show. The stage, let's go check it out. I don't know we're going to piss anybody off, but we'll have a look. Talk too much. This is all the backstage area, so they will set up all the drums and whatnot, so it's easy for them to move. Everything will be set up so they can just literally wheel it off. So you can see the wheels there. They can wheel these drum risers onto the stage because every drummer has their own drum set and they have their own particular specs. And basically, it's the hardest and longest part to set up, so they do it beforehand. Fashionably late, you reckon? I'm gonna go buy some double-sided tape.
Go heaps. You just
where?
You use gaffer tape and then you loop it.
Oh, okay. Where's that? In their office. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the last thing I need to do, man. Like everything's sort of sorted. So this here is called accreditation. So these are all the passes that people have on their wrists, and then the guards and anybody. This is what you can do. So it's almost like your access pass, if that makes sense. There's artists, production staff, vendor, AAA, which is the best one. So AAA is the one that means you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're the boss dog. Morning, Riley. How you going? I heard Jack's getting smashed.
Yeah, he's like assigned to the pump.
Drive quickly. This is what I do, you know. Life of a festival promoter. I just drive Lambos and shit. Oh, let's start this big boy up. How the fuck do you start it up? I know though, because I own it. Oh, This is what we do. This is what we do. We drive Lambos. Whoa! Disclaimer, we don't do that. I just got the keys in case I need to move it. So sorry, Nick, for fucking revving your Lambo as hard as I possibly can. This is staff sign on at the moment. So everybody that comes in, their bartenders, security, they will come in here and sign on. This is Shay. He's the one who hires them all. Gives a wave, Shay Dog. Very, very good. This is St. John's, in case someone hurts themselves, faints. I don't think we'll have a lot of issues today.
Okay.
But the media team, Bussa, today's job is take photos of all the artists in the backstage.
That's it, we get it done.
So he's one of many that is coming. So I think there's like 7 or 8, but they've all got different roles. So some will do just crowd shots, others will do just people shots, others will do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's the media team. There's drone guys who fly just drones, that's their job, and there's like 3 guys who film the whole festival, and they'll put that together live in this room, the media room. So we'll start releasing stuff within the next sort of 2 hours online because they do it live as the festival's running. All media team. Linda, just been at Fred again.
Fuck, I do.
Mr. Hype himself. This is Lou. What's going on?
Yeah, it's so sick.
Oh, you can see the screen there. Over here, these 2 guys. They'll be recording all day, and they basically record live for those screens. So when you're at a concert, again, there's a process for that. There's a team that just handle those screens for artists when they play. So they'll switch and change angles, and then there'll be another guy in that tent there who will be navigating it all. So he'll switch to different band members and whatnot. But that's a separate team to our film and media team. The merch guys here now, they're active, they're selling. Basically the way it works is that these guys, they make the merch for us, but they get sent the stuff for artists. So you can see there's like all kinds of stuff, like all the bands have got their own gear. The stuff that's the band stuff, we get a percentage of for allowing them to sell it. And the stuff that's our stuff, we take all the profit. Wiggles have entered the building. We're refueling. What do you reckon of the free chicken burger?
They're delicious.
That's Jason Tilley, up-and-coming country act. I did that booking. She's a friend's wife. To be able to do that and put it onto a stage that size, with that many people, is something that I love to do. What's going on? Don't put me on. I'm being filmed by the filmer. You're about to do the warm-up for the lineup. What is it?
Oh, all right, yeah. This is my Wiggles sound system rehearsal warm-up. See, people don't realise the amount of work that goes into emceeing. I've had my briefing. Here we go. Thanks for the extra information. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Anthony, John, DJ, Dorothy, and special guests who may or may not be in skivvies, not sure. It is the Wiggles sound system. Oh, I could have done that better.
Oh, wait, then the crowd goes wild. Yeah! Holy shit! What's up? The Wiggles and Pete Murray. Lenny Pierce from Justice Crew. Just giving the people what they want. I also like to party. Two of my best mates over there watching Ray Cox, their favourite artist. This is what it's all about. Here it is. Blizzard SO's tour manager.
Yeah, here we go, baby.
We spent too much time together. He's an angry motherfucker, but we love him.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Here's Sammy Dunn.
Yeah, mate, how we going?
Photographers in the media team. He's getting around there. Oh, Brad Cox, I'm going to listen to this. I'll be back. Go side to stage. Awesome. Sorry, my daughter's just meeting the Veronicas that was in the bike. Big Randall, he's the booker. Randall! Give us a hello! He's the booker. He booked this show. There's JT, he's the marketing guy. X1, because he bailed on us this year. Randall literally booked every single artist on this lineup.
Pleasure to be here.
So good.
Bro, we had such a fun time.
Legend, man. You guys actually killed it, eh? Thanks for coming all the way down and doing that. Sick cuts.
We're back.
Oh, media room's in full fucking flight at the moment. There's more people in this media room than there is the festival. This is what I love. The kids on shoulders watching live music. Honestly makes me so emotional because when I was younger, I fucking loved music. To be able to give that gift to people, absolutely, is the best thing in the whole entire world. These kids are going to remember that forever. What do you reckon? Kieran?
Run out of beer.
We ran out of piss! That's our best bad problem ever.
We'll get more.
We're getting more. Every now is coming through. Another half a pallet. We're feeding the people what they want. Hey, Nan! Ah, it's my Nan! to come down and support me.
Tell me how to live my life, come on, 'cause I won't give this up. These are my shoes, like you, to say
Favourite part is watching the people in the front row lose their minds. And I think to myself, this is a memory they're never going to fucking forget, and I put this on for them. And that's what we do it for, honestly. It's such a good feeling. Yeah, Kirby, baby, let them know how it is. How'd you go?
Yeah, good man, good.
That was sick,
Great.
huh?
I thought that was you up there in the...
I was.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
And you've already come off?
Yeah, I've come off, yeah. Oh, no, I did the first
you
one.
hit it, you swapped?
Yeah, I was like, it's too hot. Guys, the temperature up's in the background. It's probably, I think, what time is it? 8 p.m. I'm gonna go have some fun, drink a couple of beers. So that's the end of the day. I'll come back tomorrow when we're packing down so you guys can see what that looks like. It's time for me to enjoy myself, so I'm gonna put this weight in the car. Yeah, that's why my voice is fucked from singing. When they start off with Dead Cat 3 times, I was like, yes,
I
Dead
love it when he
Cat.
plays the heavies as well.
Yeah, they got so heavy last night.
Yeah,
eh?
it was fucking sick. I loved it.
Alright guys, we've got the cleanup crew here. This is basically what everyone's gonna do is sit and talk about what happened yesterday, the funny shit they saw, the wild stuff that happens, the problems we overcome. It's a good laugh. It's very communal. Everyone's hugging and kissing each other. You become so close over these 4 or 5 days. I guess this is the other thing that's fucking wild to me. Hey! This is wild to me is that it takes us 4 full days. You saw the process of how long it takes to put together. It's now 10:30 a.m. and that's almost down. The toilets are about to go. All the bars and shit are already down. It comes down so quick. By this afternoon, by 3, 4 o'clock, there'll be nothing here. Just trash, rubbish, and shit to be picked up. You still have any stock left or anything or no?
Well, that's why I'm coming to talk to you, man. I've only got like 10 cases of GR left.
Yep.
Or something.
Which
Plus
awesome.
all the rascal. What do you want me to do with it?
I've got my van here, so I'll just take it in the van back to work.
Yeah?
Yeah. How much? Do you reckon it's 1 pallet?
Hey?
Do you reckon it's 1 pallet?
Yeah. Wouldn't be more than 1 pallet.
Yeah, perfect. Just put it into 1 pallet, just mix it together as much as you can, and I'll always take it in the van either today or tomorrow.
So just get the boys to fork it into your van?
Yeah.
Yep.
How much stock did we actually buy and sell? Like, as in like cans? If you had to say can amount.
I mean,
How many pallets did we buy?
We went through 3,400 CC dries. We went through 2,400 of the Hello Sunshine beers. We went through the whole pallet.
Yeah, and almost 6,000 G-ups I worked out before.
So, okay,
Yeah.
6,000 G-ups on top of that. Probably should be close to 2,000 Jim Beams.
Fuck, really? So what do you reckon, like 10, 15 pallets of stock?
Yeah, easy.
Wild.
Dude, they hammered us.
Yeah,
They
so
hammered
good for
us.
next year.
Yeah.
The remnants of last night, we had this massive confetti show. I didn't film it. The reason why my voice is completely knackered is because I was singing so loud to Grinspoon. This is backstage now. You saw it yesterday. It's been pulled down. It's a bit trash now. I've already pulled all that backside off. It's already insane. It's special. Back again. Sparky, he's got to now undo all the electricity that he put up. I'm good, bro. You good? Big chop dog back on the fucking fork. Chopper's like head of, I guess I'd say, labour. So he actually works in another festival called Esoteric. So he's going to pack this up tomorrow, and then he's literally going to head to Esoteric on Tuesday or Wednesday, and they're going to start setting that up, and he'll be there for a week or 2. It's actually not that messy. Like the cleaners would have gone through. So we have cleaner crew go through straight after the event. So there's like a bunch of them that just walk in a straight line and they pick up rubbish as they go, and then they come back the next day and finish it up. But they've done a pretty good job. So as you guys can see now that I've showed you through the whole process, like bit by bit, how wild this whole thing is. We literally have hundreds of moving parts, hundreds of different costs, from traffic management to fucking fire extinguishers to cleaners to also the part that I didn't show you guys is the 6 or 7 months in planning that we do beforehand, which is talking to artists, trying to get the artist booking done, all the marketing strategies. There's a full team of about 10 of us that do that all year before this festival. The amount of man hours that goes into this it'd be in the tens of thousands. And the other one too is there is real people behind these festivals. So all these massive names like Splendid on the Grass, Groove the Move, whatever, these guys are putting their fucking houses on the line. I legitimately remortgaged my house to do this event. There's actual faces behind these events that you see. So when next time you go on social media and start ragging on it, think about those people. These guys are music lovers that want to put on an event for people because they enjoy making people happy. For me, the biggest and best part about this is watching people be happy. I'm a music lover. I get to give that gift back, even if it means I might lose my house. So next time you're thinking about ragging on a festival lineup or ragging on a festival, ragging on the operation, remember that there's people out there who are legitimately trying to make you happy, that want to do this, and that have everything on the line to give you and bring you this experience. We actually are real people. We're not just a poster on Facebook. Another one that people always bring up is bar prices. So you're actually not paying $12 for a beer. You're actually paying $12 for the whole experience, because we can only make income realistically off tickets, bar, merch, and food. To have this site cost us $50,000, but we don't buy it for the day. We have it for the week. So we need it for 7 days, 4 days to bump in, which is like setup, and then we have day of the festival, and then it takes 2 days to pack down. So the whole process takes 7 full days, and we've got to pay for a full week. So you don't pay for the day, you pay for a week. Today's the final day. It's handover day for the providers, and then we give back the keys to the venue. I'm picking up all my alcohol gear stuff. You probably see me running around in this van. That's my company, 80 Proof. I supply about 50% of the drinks that we're here were actually owned by my other company, my alcohol company, which is a very clever way of doing it. Over and out. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully you got a little bit from it. If you did, leave a comment below. Like, follow, subscribe, all that jizzazz.